put seedlings. And I would like to urge members of the farming community, especially those interested in coffee in Kakamega, not to be in a hurry, just because of the hype which I can see going on now, to plant seedlings. I have had an opportunity to sit with the Senator of Kirinyaga, who appears to understand coffee farming very much, Mr. Speaker, and he has confirmed that if you prepare, get the right seedling, measure it against the soils and so on, your plant grows much faster. With those many remarks, Mr. Speaker, I second. Many things, indeed many things. To the leader of the majority speak. I want us to think part, Mr. Speaker, to the self-organization of members of cooperatives to raise funds. And he has mentioned numerous occasions when he's been to initiatives of fundraising for this initiative, up to and including the one that he will do back home in Vihiga this weekend. Leader of the majority, you are most welcome. And please come with good money. Because as you know, I was whispering in your ear last month that your transformation into a mogul is truly celebrated by me, who has a son your age. And therefore the proceeds of your mogul industry, when they come to Vihiga this weekend, will be very grateful. But more seriously, Mr. Speaker, what do I mean by we should think it further? We cannot expect to achieve equity by relying on Harambee. I know, because he's a man of many networks, any politician who becomes the guest of honor at a serious function like this has got connections in several offices of government. So if it is from government that some of the monies that they donate in those Harambees they get, then we should restructure the government so that everybody who is sufficiently organized, who demonstrates understanding and existence of the cooperative effort, should have access to that funding. Mr. Speaker, this is no different from the effort by all senators led by the Senator of Kiambu, young Karungu Thambwe, who is struggling that we amalgamate all bursary efforts so that all funds that can help children who require money can be taken back to the Ministry of Education and education be made free. The reason for this is because the thinking which we support in this bursary issue is because we want to see every child have an equal opportunity to bursaries. And the best way is just to use those monies to make education free. And because we cannot make something like cooperative free, let us think deeper, harder, longer, so that we see how the state can, quote unquote, provide seed money for people who want to cooperate. Mr. Speaker, just like all of you, you cannot be in politics and lack in your cap a feather of what you have done for the cooperative effort in this country. Mr. Speaker, the country is laden with cases of success, just as it is with cases of failure and conmanship. I hope that with this law, we will now make it easier for people to have confidence in the safety of their funds. Because the people who are in charge of the cooperative movement at whatever level, community level, whichever levels we shall put, the end result is they end up stealing money meant for these people. My daughter was doing internship years ago with the, Jererge, you normally remind me the names of these things. This body that brings cooperatives together, Cusco, housed at Upper Hill here. And my daughter used to look very nice there, working there, and I had a lot of respect for them. Only to learn later on that the blocks who had been in charge of that union had been stealing. They have stolen billions of shillings from cooperatives. It is extremely unfortunate. So, Mr. Speaker, if the controls, because we have not gone through with a tooth comb in this bill, are not there, we will put them there. And if they are there and they are not tight enough, Mr. Speaker, we are going to tighten them. We want the cooperative effort to be a success. I remember, Mr. Speaker, in 2003, as a young dashing parliamentarian, I had a discussion with now Director and clerk at the desk. We had come here, had just come as a young member of parliament, and he had just been employed here. In fact, I can confirm that he did not have even a beard when he was here. And he was telling me about the success of the cooperative movement back in Central Province. And having been a son of Western, because he went to school at Mukumu High School, and his uncle had a good business in Kakamega town, we were friends. So I went back, and the first thing I did, I wanted to learn from Central. And Mr. Speaker, I went to the Boda Boda. And in 2003, Boda Boda was not a motorbike. In 2003, Mr. Speaker, Boda Boda were bicycles. So I took 100,000 shillings and put in the Ikolomani bicycle Boda Boda. My political opponent then went and called the same boys and told them that this man is playing around with the effort. How can he ask you to be contributing money to put in that kitty? What he should have done, he should have given you the 100,000 shillings you share amongst yourselves. That is leadership for you. It is the leadership that kills noble initiatives like this one, Mr. Speaker. Similarly, Mr. Speaker, when we were trying to woo members of the public to accept His Excellency William Ruto as a possible case for a good president, I remember we had a big fundraising in Muliro Gardens in Kakamega, and the president supported us, then deputy president supported us in our initiative. We did very well. We went on and bought a commercial vehicle, which is still in existence and for which we are grateful. All these young people want is to be organized. And it is today a big pleasure, Mr. Speaker, that we are creating the office of the Commissioner of Cooperatives. Since cooperatives are principally at the county level, it's good that we have accepted that this office should only be at Nairobi, but appreciating the fact that they are the counties that are going to be in control of these cooperatives, and therefore the creation of the county directors. I'm glad, Mr. Speaker, in this bill, there's been an attempt to recognize the fact that if we don't coordinate the activities at the national with the activities at the county levels, we'll fall on our face flat. And therefore, this intergovernmental structure which has been put in this bill, leader of the majority, is a very good thing. But when I look at the membership of that structure, leader of the majority, it begs for an amendment. The commissioner, a member, that's okay. The directors in the 47 counties, that's okay. But when it comes to a person appointed by the governor, I want to request and persuade you, we shouldn't give the governor that kind of latitude. He has sufficient latitude to appoint many other people. Let this be an institutional self-sustaining process so that since the County Public Service Board, the County Public Service Board, Mr. Speaker, will be having a say in the appointment of the county director of cooperatives. Instead of the governor appointing some other stranger, probably a relative, probably a girlfriend, the way they normally do, Mr. Speaker, allow the chairman of the County Public Service Board to be the one to sit on this intergovernmental body, so that it is automatic, so that the chairman of the board is independent when he's there, rather than when you have picked a character who has come there at the pleasure of the governor of the respective county. Mr. Speaker, this is the amendment I propose in clause 16 that says there shall be a commissioner, shall be the commissioner who is the chairperson of this committee, 47 county directors of cooperatives, the chief executive officer of the authority, and an officer appointed by the Council of Governors. No. County chairs of County Public Service Board. Mr. Speaker, having said this, I can see an effort in this bill in clause 20 where, under the structure of cooperatives in Kenya, we have created primary cooperatives, secondary cooperatives, cooperative federations, and the ABEX cooperative. Mr. Speaker, this is a very visionary classification. It is the lack of clarity in the structure of cooperatives that opens up members to being conned. That, for example, in the primary classification, you have put from A to B all the way to G the specifications of what a primary cooperative is something that is even a greater reason for us to celebrate this. Let me use the example, Mr. Speaker, of a primary cooperative in the sector of producer cooperatives. This shall be a cooperative registered under this Act with the objects of production, processing, marketing, and marketing of members' produce. This